I'm Ben, and I'm the mole.
I'm Krista, and I'm the mole.
I'm Skylar, and I'm the mole.
I'm Reggie, and I am the mole.
I'm Greg, and I'm the mole.
I'm Rachel, and I'm the mole.
I'm Jeff, and I'm the mole.
I'm Jordan, and I'm the mole.
I'm Kemp, and I'm the mole.
I'm Heidi, and I'm the mole.
I'm Casey, and I am the mole.
Welcome to the first season of the Idaho Mole. 11 of you stand before me. 10 of you are legitimate participants. Your goal in this game is to complete a series of tasks, winning money that the winner will eventually take. However, one of you is much more than just a player. One of you is the mole. A double agent hired by me to sabotage as much as he or she can, taking money that would be going to the winner and putting that into his or her own personal savings. That means your other objective is to figure out who that person is. After each task, you will be evaluating on how well you know the mole, and the player who knows the least about the mole will be executed until we are left with our winner and our mole.
The players are then called forward one by one to receive their notebooks, as the Idaho Mole is set to begin.
So Ben, welcome.
Pre-game strategy, looking good is definitely on the top of the list, followed quickly by, destabilizing the rest of the course.
So excited. I've never won a reality TV show before, so I'm really excited to win my first one, and hopefully it's my first of many.
I think I'm just gonna, go with the flow, be myself, take things as they come. I don't want to be too obvious, because that's just gonna look stupid, like I'm trying too hard, but, just kind of hide in the shadows a little bit, see what happens.
Jeez. Just my way around. Watch everyone carefully during all the competitions. Figure out who's...
If I get out there, I can go sleep, because it's really early.
My strategy is going to be the fact that I kind of don't know everyone like everyone else does, so I think I'm at an advantage. I can kind of act different than my personality without knowing, so I think that'll put me in an advantage.
Kemp.
I didn't really have a pre-game strategy, decided to go in here, do whatever. But I think I'm still ready to win.
Well, what I want to try and do is just observe the other players as best as I can, and I don't really have too much of a pre-game plan, but I'll go with things and go with the flow and see how it works out.
I'm going to do the best I can to pretend that I am the mole, to make everyone think I am, and then I'm going to win. Because that is the same strategy that everyone uses, and it works pretty well for them, so I'm going to copy them.
I'm probably most likely just going to make alliances with everyone and call them different names. Each of the alliances, so far I have two. One with Skylar, called the Super Sexy Sister Club, and then with Reggie, called the Chocolate Without No Glove Club. But I think, don't ask him that one. He's black, it's white.
Of course I'd be last.
To f people's minds, I don't really care. Just as long as they understand that I'm going to win this.
It's now time for part 1 of the very first task. On the other side of the amphitheater are 11 posters displaying the information of the 11 contestants. The 11 players will have 10 minutes to run over and write down as much information as they can about each other. The information will be important on execution quizzes as well as part 2 of the task. However, there is a catch. At any time, once the 10 minutes starts, a player can choose to stop writing down information and run back to the amphitheater to win an exemption. However, he will forfeit any more writing down of information. So it's up to the players to decide what is more important, an exemption right off the bat, or information that will prove vital later on.
Go!
I don't know. I mean, lots of these guys I know really well. I know pretty much any of them could be really good fakers. So, I don't know. It's tough going in.
Well, the only people I know are Rachel and Casey, and out of the two, I would say Casey's probably more suspicious.
I think I might be the mole, but I'm not really sure.
Well, my strategy going into that was write down what I thought was most important. Go back through, read everyone's thing, and someone started taking off. I saw someone out of the corner of my eye and started running a little bit, so I decided to take off and just beat him there to get the exemption.
Oh, I'm so excited! There, it's Greg! You are safe in the first round.
Kind of a sneaky person myself. People might suspect me as the mole.
I had to do it. He started running, and I figured, you know, might as well try, even though he's a track runner. It was pretty close, and clearly he's a traitor. Likely the mole.
I did think that was kind of suspicious. I know it doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mole. I mean, it could just be that he wanted to be safe for the round no matter what.
The players head back to the amphitheater to begin part 2. Part 2 of the task does not include winning any money. However, it will determine who will compete in part 3, which is for money. The team is told to break up into 3 groups. Ben, Rachel, Skylar, and Reggie are group 1. Jordan, Greg, and Casey are group 2, while Krista, Kemp, Heidi, and Jeff are group 3. Each group is taken to a different location on campus and given a complex math problem to solve. They are also given a map of the campus, with each building on the map having a different number. What the players are trying to solve is which building is the correct destination point for the end of the task. After 10 minutes, the only groups that make it to the correct building can compete in part 3. To discover which building all the groups must get to, each group must solve their complex math problem using information they wrote down on the posters. If they solve the math problem correctly, they will get the correct number to correspond to the correct building on the map, which will allow the group to find the right building and move on to part 3.
I don't think it had one.
I honestly think it said 0.
Okay, if it said 0, then
there was no 0
then
building.
there's no point.
Wait, no, there's a plus. No, there's plus number of what?
Jordan's clothing style. Did anyone write that down?
It'll probably be trendy or fierce, is what she put.
STUDIES. So 20.
Okay, hold on.
You got that one?
Yeah. 30.
30?
I didn't write anything down for Jordan.
Who wrote stuff down for Jordan?
Yeah,
I wrote some
I
stuff
was
down.
warming my hands.
I was.
Let's see. I have Ron Paul Hoots. I don't know what that came from.
Hoots.
So I think
Reggie, what did you write down for her?
I didn't write down. That's the one we didn't do.
Britney Spears. So.
R-I-T-E.
BRITNEYSPER. Wait. A-S.
So is that 8?
No, can we just write it down?
What's your favorite quote? Oh, come on, Kim.
I forget.
Come on, dude.
Kemp wasn't very helpful. Like, he didn't remember his favorite quote after I repeated it, like started it, and he still couldn't tell me what it was. I think that's kind of suspicious. Things I've learned about life, it keeps on going. How does it go? Kemp, how does it go? The thing about
Come on, Cam!
Come on,
Seriously!
Kim's quote that he couldn't remember, he like knew it was from Robert Frost, and we actually depended more on Heidi to remember it. But then again, I don't know if Heidi remembered it right. So I think that's kind of off, especially since they're dating.
You guys know any Robert Frost?
Robert Frost, I know who he is.
That's the
but...
quote! I know that's the quote! I remember
what
it!
is it? Okay.
The one thing I've learned about life, it keeps on going. It goes on. It moves on. It does something like that.
It goes on.
It goes on. The one thing I know about life, it goes on. It?
Krista was making a big fuss about things and about my quote. I don't know, I think she was just trying to stir up some things.
That better be great.
We'll see if it comes out to
Okay.
the exact number.
And then...
7. No.
Flat!